Picture yourself as a lone adventurer, standing before the ancient city of Nineveh, its towering walls casting long shadows across the desert sands. The year is around 612 BCE, and you are about to witness one of the most dramatic prophecies in biblical history unfold, the Book of Nahum. Let me be your guide through this prophetic journey. Nahum, whose name means comforter, delivered a message that was anything but comforting to the mighty Assyrian Empire. The story begins with Nahum receiving a divine quest scroll. In chapter 1, we learn that God is not merely a passive observer. He is described as a righteous judge, moving across the landscape like a powerful storm. The mountains quake before him, and the hills melt away. Imagine the kind of power that could make entire mountains tremble. That is the God Nahum speaks of. But why was this prophecy necessary? You see, about 150 years earlier, Nineveh had repented after Jonah's warning. However, like many video game villains, they had returned to their evil ways. They had become a city of bloodshed, full of lies, robbery, and constant violence. In chapter 2, Nahum provides what we might call a tactical briefing. He describes in vivid detail how Nineveh will fall. The shields of the mighty men are red. The valiant warriors are dressed in scarlet. The chariots race madly through the streets, looking like flaming torches. It is as if Nahum had been given a front-row seat to the future siege of the city. Chapter 3 delivers the final verdict. Nineveh, despite its massive walls and gates, its numerous merchants and mighty army, all of which would be impressive stats in any game, will fall. The prophecy declares that the city will be stripped of its defenses like a fig tree dropping its ripened fruit. What makes this prophecy remarkable is its historical accuracy. In 612 BCE, exactly as Nahum foresaw, a coalition of Babylonians, Medes, and Scythians conquered Nineveh. The city's defenses were indeed breached when flood waters undermined its walls, just as Nahum had predicted. This is not just ancient history. It carries a timeless message about divine justice and the consequences of unchecked evil. Like experience points in a game, our actions accumulate, and eventually, there is a reckoning. The Book of Nahum reminds us that no matter how impregnable our defenses might seem, no one is beyond the reach of divine justice. So next time you read Nahum, imagine yourself not just reading ancient text, but witnessing a divine mission briefing, a prophecy that would change the course of history and demonstrate that ultimately, truth and justice will prevail.